Before I start this video, I would like to put out a disclaimer that these are my personal tips on acing the exams, and it may not be effective for everyone. The first tip is to do past year papers. I believe this is a tip every teacher has suggested, and it is indeed very important. You'll be surprised by how repetitive or similar the questions can get. Doing past year papers can help you get used to the question and answering style. For example, what to answer when the question asks to describe or explain. As easy as it sounds, many students, including me in the past, often provide undesired answers. Although what you wrote may be correct for the specific thing or topic in question, you will still be marked wrong if you are not providing the answer that they are looking for. Along with past year papers, I also use the grade threshold and examiner report. The grade threshold can give you a good indication of where you lie and how you are progressing, while the examiner report can provide a great explanation as to why some answer is accepted and while others are not. It also tells you some of the common mistakes students often make, and so you can avoid them. My advice for doing past year papers is to attempt it without referring to anything. It is okay to get it wrong during practice. The second tip is to read the syllabus, and you can find them on Cambridge International website. It is my best friend during my entire IGCSE and A-level journey because it helps me prioritize on what are the things that I need to understand and memorize. From personal experience, textbooks and lecture notes often provide lengthy explanation to aid your understanding. While those are things that you need to know, you don't have to memorize the whole explanation or textbook to ace your exam. Everything that you are required to understand and retain is written in the syllabus. The syllabus also sometimes provides what they expect you to answer when they ask a particular question. My third tip is making notes. I'm not a note-taking type of person because I often end up copying and pasting everything. But during IGCSE and A-level, I managed to make effective notes by compiling questions and answers based on the syllabus and other popular questions. My advice for compiling the answers to questions would be to start from the most recent papers because the mark scheme changes often. It is also important that you know how to read the mark scheme to ensure that you have written all the keywords required to earn a mark. During exams, I just rely on a few sheets of paper to ace my exams. My final advice would be to stay calm during your exam. Of course, this may vary from person to person, but I prefer to keep my mind empty when the exam is about to begin. I find that there is no use panicking around and discussing with friends the few minutes before entering the exam hall, as I find that it brings me more anxiety. I find it the best to keep my mind clear and believe in myself. Speaking about believing in yourself, I find mental health important. If you find yourself in a slump while studying, go and take a break and take some time out to reflect. You can talk to someone else for advice or try to solve it yourself. For me, I would try to ask myself, why am I feeling this way and what can I do to solve it? My biggest mistake back in AS exams would be this. I continued studying because I felt that I would be wasting my time if I took some time out. In the end, I brought that feeling to the exam and found it hard to trust myself. I panicked in the exam and couldn't even answer easy questions that I usually can answer. My mind was blank. I also would not recommend first-timers to drink coffee before the exam, because coffee could easily make you jittery, especially on top of the initial nervousness of the exam itself. So for first-timers, please be careful of this. And also, caffeine dependence is real. You could get withdrawal symptoms like headaches or nausea, which may in turn negatively affect you during your exam. The most important thing of all other than your well-being is to make sure that you understand what you are taught. Enjoy learning and good luck to all of your upcoming exams. Comment down below if you have any other tips. Bye!